Okay guys, back to you at Wright's Customs on the Wright's RR&T channel. First of all, I'd like to say I love my children and my wife very much. And that's why we do all this, is the channel is to give them something to watch later when I'm not around. Anyhow, we've been over that. We're back with you on the 69 k10 project. We have found some more dings and stuff that aren't really tucked away up here in the window area. They're showing up because right here, mainly this area, you can see how that's staying like that. And I've been going over this with 120 grit. I've been hand blocking now. So yesterday I hand blocked pretty much all day on the outside of this, and as we're doing it, we find more and we fix it as we go. And then when we get down to the metal, then we'll reprime and we'll know all the problem areas are gone. As you can see, we worked this almost out. We just have a little bit of glaze to do right through here, where the trowel left a little like trowel divot. It was high to start and I didn't think it was going to leave that, but it did. This isn't nothing, that's just a little mark, but this is actually smooth. We're working on some rust divots up in here rust pits that we wire wheeled out, and just to make sure that no water will settle in there, even though we're going to be re-gasketing and sealing and stuff. We're working these corners. There's little pinholes, but some of the epoxy sealer should fill some of that issues. We're still working the bottom of the rocker here and some of these issues in this. But later tonight we'll be scuffing and sanding the whole inside. We're going to get it ready for paint tomorrow on the inside. We took off the complete front clip now and both quarter panels. We're going to put them back on to paint them, but then we'll be removing them again. Just the corner panels, not the front clip, because we'll be unmasking this, which is going to be underneath. We just don't want any paint going through and getting on it. But we're going to paint this stuff on it and temporarily tack it there to paint it, because we're going to paint the underside of these front fenders green to match the truck bed fender wells, because that's the right way to do. And then we also don't have paint stands right now. We don't have a big booth to have paint stands. So it allows us to be able to paint it all together to save on time instead of spraying everything individually. And then we can always remove them to do the engine work, or leave them on but I just need to unmask the thing and then we can put them back on, because I actually ordered something coming for a review, and what it is it's and I suggest you get them if you're doing this, and I should have gone a long time ago, is I ordered a bra and corner panel magnet protective set, like mats. They magnet on and then they drape, so like if you're working on engine, you don't scuff the paints or your keys. Like I have keys that normally dangle from my jeans on a key thing, a D-ring, just like old school. A lot of people don't do that no more, I guess. But you can see we got some dust in here again, trying to vacuum it out, so this is a little dirty again. But we're working hard on it. Just wanted to update you guys. I can hold you up here, but I can't really, I don't know what I'll be looking at, but there's the roof, and we're getting at it. As we scuff it down, we find little dings if we think they're going to show. They just get a slight bit of glaze putty in there, just to, because they're not real deep or nothing major. They're just something so it doesn't show up in the shine, because if you leave them, they're gonna show. They'll show with the clear coat. So we're getting there. Tomorrow's the start of paint days on the inside, which is a single stage, so that'll be nice and simple and easy. We just throw down some epoxy sealer primer and then throw in the single stage, let it set. Probably take about a day or two to let it set decent, or we'll look into it what the dry time is to be able to tape on it, because then we have to tape off the whole inside from the outside to spray the outside. And then we'll be getting into that. We also, when we took the front clip off, we came in here on the front section where the clip goes on, and we cleaned off all the rust, and we used our urethane primer, black primer paint, you know, the Krylon in there as well, like we've been doing, to clean that section up because we're already in here, you know. So we did all that. I'll show you over here. We're going into the other section of the shop here. I've been cleaning up, getting it ready for our shop heater over here. The I think it's Mr. Heater. Yeah, Mr. Heater. I attached a cone to it to cone it in more and to be able to attach a piece of ducting if I wanted into the booth. But I don't do that. I just heat up the main shop and let the booth heat on its own with it. But I was working on this door down here. It had a huge creased dent, and we pulled out most of that. We still have a little bit more to do. Here's the front clip. We took out a bunch of rust. There was a big old hole over here through the bottom. We took it out and fixed it. The battery bracket's back in, so when it goes back in, we can get it, you know, because the radiator kind of blocks some of the bolts. All that good stuff. So this is all cleaned up, ready to go back in. I even sanded the other side, so when it goes back on, it's ready for primer and paint to eliminate more dust in the booth. We are straightening up in here, and we're going to get all this cleared out. The mower and stuff's going to go into the other garage. We're going to create space to safely use the heater. And then that's why we're waiting till tomorrow, is we got to prep the whole shop, de-dust, and then get ready. So, you know, it's a process, guys, especially when you're working from home and you have a small shop. You're going to fight the inevitable, which is also prep time and all that good stuff. So anyways, peace and prosperity to you guys. Down with the haters, up with the participators. You know, we'll show you when we get that brown in the cab. It'll look really nice, I'm sure of it. The good thing is we're done with the welding in there, so I moved the welder over to here so we can start doing stuff here. When we clear this area, I'm going to set a little table in here, and I'm going to start setting these doors and everything up on this table, start getting them prepped and ready for the brown on the inside section. Then we'll get them taped and ready for the other part as we're doing that. Cab part, we're going to be doing the doors to go back on the cab. And all that good stuff, because when we back it out to paint all the other parts, we want to be able to lock the cab up and also have the hood back on as soon as possible to keep the engine stuff that we're doing protected and, you know, elsewise. So we'll be going into all that as well. It's a huge deal. And then eventually, like we've been talking, we'll be upgrading houses and shops and property size and everything down the road. We're still pushing for all those things. The corner panels are over there. They're pretty much prepped on the back side. We did the same thing as the front clip. We stuck them on the table. We took out all the rust and stuff in the back, which they didn't have none because these are new. But some of the bolts that were going in kind of left a little just surface rust, but we took it back out wherever, just scuffed it out real quick, recoated it with some black so there's no oversprayed primer in there, paint. And then we prepped the outsides a little bit better. And we did all on this little table, folding table. And yeah, that's it. So have a good day, and we'll be back with you when we get a little further, and, you know, after we're done finding all these little dings and getting it glazed putty tonight and buffed down and ready to go. It's just one of those things. You just gotta keep pushing, guys, and the process will surely get done. All right, have a good day.